Okay guys, hello and welcome. Chris here, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about the 60-second content tool, which allows you to create slides, i.e. content, from any website URL. So it's basically the fastest way to create slides, i.e. images, in under a minute that you can then import into the 60-second video tool to create a very quick video that's really extremely relevant to the product that you're promoting, and very easy to do and very quick as well. So it's quite an ingenious and simple method. So what we're going to do is we're going to either add a URL of our own that we want to promote, a website, a sales letter that we want to promote, or choose from one of the preloaded affiliate programs. We're going to cut out parts, i.e. images, to create our content, and then we're going to export that file into the 60-second video tool to create a video. Now the first thing I want to point out is that the website URL that you're adding needs to be a long page for the best results, and that's because we're going to import the URL, and it's going to basically appear as an image, and we'll then cut out parts of that image, parts of the website URL, to turn into slides. So if the page is very short, if there's only like a video and a headline, then we're really not going to get too much in terms of the content. So ideally we want a long page that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages long, so we can cut out and really be selective in terms of the slides that we add. Now 60-second content is preloaded with many of the top affiliate programs on ClickBank and JVZoo. So the easiest way is to actually just choose one of our preloaded affiliate programs, and you can either edit the elements to include, or you can just choose, because we've pre-created some of the top elements. You can easily, very quickly, create an export file that you can then import into a 60-second video, which is the quickest way to do it. Now the good thing again is that this is very easy to do, and it also creates very relevant content, very relevant slides and very relevant videos, because you're basically using the content from the sales letter that you're looking to promote. So when we first log into 60-second content, you'll see that we have 3 key pages: enter website URL, browse popular, and my library. And so the first thing that we'll do is we'll look at the enter website URL, and this is the website that you would like to turn into content. So you just paste in the URL of the product here, click on create image from slides, and then it will appear on the my library page. And you can see in the last few minutes I've just added 2 slides. It normally takes between 1 and 5 minutes for the tool to go and grab the screen grab of the sales letter in question. You can see I've done it for 2 pages on affiliate video bots. So before we can export our images, we want to go in and create our slides. And so I'm just going to click on the view and create slides button, and then what it's going to do is it's going to bring up the sales letter as this one huge image. And what we need to do is essentially select the blocks that we want to turn into slides. Now one thing to bear in mind is that these are going to be imported as slides on YouTube, and so you have to think in terms of the size of the YouTube video, because YouTube videos are generally in a 4:3 ratio, which means they are 4 across by 3 down. And so what that's going to mean is if we, for example, choose this as our first slide, it's going to stretch and look really bad. This potentially could work, but it might be an idea either to extend this upwards slightly, or potentially just skip this slide and look for another one that is actually in that kind of aspect ratio. So I'm just going to scroll down, and I quite like the look of this here, so I'm going to include let's say that, and again, because the aspect ratio will want to go a little bit lower, so I'm going to include that as my first slide. So it's roughly in the right ratio, but let's just pull this down a bit to include the second one here. Yeah, so I'd say that's about the right ratio. That's about 4:3, so that will do as our first slide. This one looks pretty good for our second slide, so let's include this, and we'll keep on scrolling. And really what you're looking for is content that is going to match, kind of give you like a narrative that fits with the actual flow of the sales page. So, you can see this starts off with the problem with video creation. Video is great, but video is expensive, and that's why video bots is really, really good. So I'm going to select this one now. That'll be definitely a good slide. This could potentially be a good slide as well. And that could potentially be a good slide. Keep on scrolling down. I think this image looks pretty good. So because the aspect ratio, I won't be able to get all of it in, but we can get, say, that part in there. Keep on scrolling. That could potentially be a nice image. Let's go with that. And you can see initially I'm not paying too much attention to, being very careful. I'm just kind of adding slides as I go through. So let's include that one. I'm more interested in just adding lots and lots of slides, making sure the aspect ratio is, as close to that kind of square 4:3 as possible. It's a bit too long. Let's try adding a couple of these. And the thing about this as well is that we can easily later on delete these slides when it actually comes to the editing stage. So you want to have more slides instead of fewer slides, because you can easily remove them later on. And we could always just include that one there. So if I just scroll up here, let's see how many we've actually added. We have added 12. So export all 12 selections as images. So I'm going to click on this, and you can see we now have an option, export images as a zip file. And if I click on this, it's going to give me a zip file. I download it to my computer, and I can then import that into the 60-second video tool to create a video using those slides, which I'll talk about in the next video. What I also want to talk about though is the browse popular page, because what we've done to make your life as easy as possible is we've created and pre-added some of the top affiliate programs on ClickBank and JVZoo. So for example, you can see here we have one, brain training for dogs, and we have these two links. I'll talk about that one in a second. But this one here is going to give us a preview of the product, of the sales letter, just when we hover over it. We can see the network, we can see the niche. By the way, you can filter by the different niches and the different networks here. But you can see that the view and create slices and the export images are already there, because we've already added the product and we've actually already created images that you can export. So all you need to do is to go to the browse popular page, click on the export images, download that zip and import it right away into the 60-second video tool. So you'll notice that we have this video icon here, and this is really cool because what this does is it's preloaded for each of the products here. They are preloaded with a niche keyword, in this case dog training. For this one it's create marketing videos, and by clicking on this it's going to load up the video research tool, which researches YouTube for that particular keyword that we found for that particular product. And so what this allows us to do is it allows us to, we know that this is a dog training product on ClickBank. We know that we can create a video just by downloading this file, or we can go in and edit the slices if we want, and then, and edit it and choose different slices. But otherwise we can just click here and download the slides, import them into 60-second video, and create a video about dog training that promotes this product, brain training for dogs. The question though is, what are we going to call that? What keyword are we going to target on YouTube? What's the title of our video going to be? And the answer to that is to click on this icon and research our selected keyword, and it's going to give us two things. The first thing it's going to give us is related keywords. So maybe instead of calling our video dog training, we decide to call it dog training, near London, dog trainers near New York or whatever. Maybe we call it puppy training video, how to train a puppy, dog obedience training, how to train a dog, etc, etc, etc. And that's the first thing it's going to do, is give us those related keywords, which by the way we can click on to then do another search and dig around the niche. The second thing it's going to do is it's going to bring up the top 50 videos for that keyword, which is going to give us an idea of what kind of videos are doing well for that particular niche. So whether it's pit bull training, whether it's 3 things to teach your new puppy, you can quite easily see what videos are performing well, what videos are making money. Is this one here. Our estimated earnings for it is doing about $4,700 per day, and based on the keyword and the daily volume, it's got over 5 million views. It's probably earning around $70 a day for the person that owns this. So maybe this is something that we can look to replicate ourselves. And I won't talk about this too much because I'll save that for the video research video. But just having this one icon here means that on this one page we have everything we need to to choose an affiliate program. This is a hop link, by the way, so we can right click and copy this hop link. So we can grab our affiliate link, we can grab our slides to create our video, and we can research the niche, all from research the YouTube niche, all from this one, literally this one row. So it's a really powerful page. The Browse Popular page is a very powerful page for 60-second content. But of course you can also use it to add your own websites, which then appear on the My Library page, which allows you to essentially create very quick content, very quick slides for any affiliate program or any website that you can think of. So hopefully this video has been useful. Hopefully you're excited to start using the 60-second content tool. Remember as well that once you've added a product, it's going to show up on the My Library page. At that point you'll want to view and create your slides, select those slides and save them, and then it's going to allow you to export those images, which is going to create a zip file which we can then import into 60-second video, which is the tool that I'm going to look at next. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.